The story of the cowardly sausage. Once upon a time, dear listener, there was a sausage who lived in a forest. Well, a plate. The trees were broccoli and the river was gravy, and his best friend, Peter, was a pile of mashed potato. And why was he a cowardly sausage? Well, because he was too scared to leave the forest/plate. Because, oh yes, he used to have a brother who disappeared, and I suspect he was eaten. Anyway, the cowardly sausage was too scared to move, but also it was a sausage and as such unable to move. So you're probably thinking that the cowardly sausage's brother was eaten by a human, but I think Peter the mashed potato did it. And now let's look at the story from the potato's point of view. Once upon a time, there was some mashed potato on a plate and a man ate it. The man saved the potato till last because it was his favourite part. And that's unusual, isn't it? Most people like sausages best. Now, I realise that wasn't really told from the perspective of the potato, and that's just because potato doesn't tend to be conscious and so doesn't have a point of view. Although I guess, as this is my story, I could make it conscious. Yes, I could do that, but I don't want to. It was normal mashed potato with a bit of mustard in it and plenty of butter. Very nice. The story of the boiled egg that looked like Stanley Tucci. Once upon a time, there lived a boiled egg. And if you heard my last story, you might think that it was just a normal egg. But no, this time, it was fully conscious anthropomorphic egg who looked like Stanley Tucci. That's right, he had glasses and a self-satisfied looking face drawn on in pen. And oh yes, he ran a bar, and one day Stanley Tucci came in with his good friend Mark Strong and another guy, and they tried to order all sorts of things that he didn't have. And also, Stanley Tucci didn't seem to notice that the egg guy, whose name was Mark, by the way, he didn't seem to notice that Mark looked just like him. And so Mark said, "You're Stanley Tucci, aren't you? People say I look like you." "Oh, really?" Stanley Tucci said to him. "I think you look more like Mark Strong." And then Mark Strong said, No, he looks more like the other guy we're with." "Well, we all look very similar, don't we?" said the other guy. And then they all agreed and had some drinks and some food. And then Stanley Tucci, Mark Strong and the other guy got a taxi back to their house because they all lived together in an egg-shaped building with glasses and a self-satisfied looking face painted on it.